Join me as I take on the challenge of reenacting the legendary battle of the 300 Spartans. Can I show the same bravery and strategy they did? Welcome to our video on the legendary 300 Spartans, where we'll delve into their epic stand against overwhelming odds and what it truly means to fight for glory and honor. The central challenge we'll address is the Spartans' struggle against the vastly superior Persian forces, highlighting the dire situation they faced at Thermopylae. The Persian Empire, under the rule of King Xerxes, was determined to conquer Greece and add it to their vast territory. In 480 BCE, they launched a massive invasion, with an army estimated to be over 100,000 strong. Meanwhile, the Spartans, led by King Leonidas, had to rely on their valor and cunning to hold off the invaders. Against such astronomical odds, it's hard to fathom how the Spartans could have even contemplated resistance. But they did, and their bravery has become the stuff of legend. Their defiance was rooted in a deep sense of pride and patriotism, as they saw themselves as the last line of defense against the invaders. Moreover, the Spartans were fighting on their own territory, which gave them a crucial advantage. The Spartans' tactical prowess was further amplified by the narrow terrain of Thermopylae, where the battle took place. The pass was so narrow that only a few soldiers could fight side by side, greatly reducing the numerical superiority of the Persians. This natural bottleneck allowed the Spartans to focus their efforts on a specific point, making the most of their limited resources. By choosing to fight at Thermopylae, the Spartans had cleverly turned the tables on their enemies, transforming a potential liability into a strategic asset. In this unforgiving environment, the Spartans' rigorous training and discipline became their most potent weapons. Trained to fight from a young age, they were masters of hand-to-hand combat, armed with little more than a shield, a spear, and their unwavering belief in their cause. This unshakable resolve allowed them to overcome even the most daunting challenges. And yet, as we'll see, even their remarkable skills would eventually be put to the ultimate test. In ancient Greece, the Spartans were renowned for their martial prowess, but their discipline extended far beyond the battlefield. Their entire society was geared towards producing soldiers, with every aspect of life geared towards the production of these elite warriors. This comprehensive system aimed to create the ultimate fighting machine, with the individual Spartans serving as the vital cogs in this intricate mechanism. By examining the historical context and the Spartans' unique culture, we can better appreciate the magnitude of their achievement. The Spartans' decision to fight at Thermopylae was not taken lightly, as they knew the odds were heavily stacked against them. Yet they chose to resist, driven by a fierce loyalty to their city-state and a burning desire to protect their way of life. This sense of duty was deeply ingrained in the Spartan psyche, with each soldier seeing themselves as a guardian of their nation's independence. As we'll see, this unyielding commitment would soon be put to the ultimate test, as the Spartans faced the full fury of the Persian army. As the battle raged on, the Spartans employed every tactic in their arsenal to hold off the enemy. Using their shields to form a tight phalanx, they presented an impenetrable wall to the Persians, who were repeatedly repelled by the Spartans' iron determination. Time and again, the Persians charged, only to be met with a hail of spears and a wall of unyielding steel. But despite their valiant efforts, the Spartans knew that their resistance was ultimately doomed. The Persians' sheer numbers would eventually tell, and the Spartans would be overwhelmed. The climax of our story is the valiant last stand of the Spartans, showcasing their bravery and tactical genius as they fought to the last man. It's here that the legend of the 300 truly comes alive, as King Leonidas and his men fought against all odds, refusing to yield even when all seemed lost. Trapped and vastly outnumbered, they chose to fight on, earning their place in the annals of history. Even in defeat, the Spartan sacrifice would echo across the centuries, inspiring generations to come. As we conclude this epic tale of courage and honor, it's essential to remember the Spartans' sacrifice and the lasting legacy they left behind. Their bravery in the face of overwhelming odds has inspired countless heroes throughout history. Today, their legend continues to captivate us, reminding us of the power of courage, loyalty, and sacrifice. The 300 Spartans are an eternal testament to the human spirit, an indomitable force that can achieve greatness even in the darkest of times. If you enjoyed this story of heroism, make sure to check out our other videos on ancient battles and subscribe for more captivating historical content.